rather go to this healing spot than the one inside, because again, if I go in and out, they're just going to respawn. It's going to be annoying. So I'd rather not go into any buildings if I don't have to. Okay. This one up top's going to probably want to fight me too. Nope, okay, that's fine. Whoa, look at this place. It's different from that other building. I don't know why, but this place is giving me bad vibes. I think I know what you're talking about. Something's real weird here. Guys? I can't explain it, but I have a really big desire to go upstairs. It's probably your instincts telling you where the exit is. That makes sense too. We fell down, so the only way out is up. I don't know. Oh, NIM, hi, you're back. I'm not here to fight you. What? What? You serious? I said I'm not here to fight you guys. I'm done fighting. Huh? But why the sudden change of heart? You guys said before that what I know are all just lies. Can you prove that? I want to believe you all. You just seemed so sincere back then. I'm conflicted. Crescent showed me everything that happened with a vision. It seemed so vivid and real that I didn't consider the possibility that it could be fake. A vision? In that case, I think there is one way we can explain the discrepancies. There is? The girl with red hair. Let me explain. Melly explained everything she knew about the girl with red hair. So you're saying that the Crescent I saw could have been someone else entirely. And according to this girl with red hair, Crescent is dead. Crescent's not dead. At least we know that for a fact that she's not dead. Because we know she's, you know, I guess the co-host of the Interceptor or whatever. Or she's a co-interceptor or whatever. So we know she did, like, I guess, die, but she got brought back. Just like we did 3 different times. So yeah, at least we know she's not dead. I think. Pretty sure she's not dead. Like 99% sure. That's the gist of it, yeah. She's capable of creating indistinguishable scenarios. We've all been fooled by it once or twice. So then, what's real? Huh? Ren said it himself. If she can create indistinguishable scenarios, then how do we know that everything we've gone through up to this point is real? For all we know, every step has been predetermined, scripted, and fabricated. I'm asking, what is the truth? That's real deep there, Nim. It's starting to get real deep. Never mind. I'm going to choose to believe you guys. Even if it still turns out to be a lie in the end. Because I want to believe that my friends would never abandon me. Well, that's great. And I'm going to travel with you guys. Whether you like it or not. Got it? I'm gonna travel with you guys. You hear me? No objections for me. I'm fine with this. Just don't try to pull anything stupid. Good. Oh, and just so you know, I ran into Team Zen on the way down here. So be ready to fight. We always are. Well, that's great. Group talk is now available. Is there even a point to group talk? It's kind of just like them talking about the area. I don't know if there's a real point to it, but, you know, whatever. Not even gonna really... Yeah, I don't know. Are we gonna have to fight Cassandra, dude? We might. We might have to fight Cassandra up here. Oh, hi. We want to survive. Alright. And of course, there's 4 trainers and I'm the one who's battling them all on my own. It's wonderful. That's a big boy. Oh, wait, nice. Hold on. Oh. That's still fine. Doesn't do much. I can roost up. Get my health back. It's all good. Blissey, that's fine. Has no physical defense. Although I might end myself because that thing has a lot of HP. Yeah, we're fine. Okay, I'm gonna go back and heal. I don't know how many healing items I even have left. So while we're close by, we should just use the little healing spot right here. It's back here. Is there a point to this room, or? Okay. Oh, he can't see me from there. Perfect. What the hell's going on here? Having a lecture right now, dude? How many floors does this building have? Just for taking a look at the building from the outside, it's a lot. A lot of floors. Probably hundreds. Oh my god, we need an elevator. We'll pass out from exhaustion before we even get to the top of this thing. What do you guys, what do you want us to do? Fly up to the top? No, I've tried that already. The top is covered with rock. There's gotta be a way to get to the elevator, or there's gotta be a way to get the elevator active again, right? All we need is a card. We should look for an extra somewhere. Wouldn't it make sense for a Zen Grunt to have one as well? Seeing as there are a couple down here, and I doubt they have the intention of walking up hundreds of stairs. Smart. We should head back and confront a grunt about it. Oh, lovely. Ren and I can take care of that. Nim and Melia can go on ahead. Any objections to this? Fine with me. None here. Cool, let's get this done. Alright, cool. So we're just going to continue moving forward, I guess. Archetype detected in one individual. Closing doors immediately. Wait, what? What the hell? What's going on here? Activating forced transformation. What? What are you doing? I didn't do this. Scanning archetype holder. Please wait a moment. Scanning complete. Mastery level error. Power level error. Loading medium challenge difficulty. Melia, look. That's not good. Oh. Shit. What the frick is that thing? Nim. Commencing Gatling. Oh my god. They're trying to kill us. Don't just stand there, do something. God damn it. This thing could turn around and fill me with holes by just hitting it. And I'd rather not walk out of here looking like a slice of Swiss cheese. Yeah, same. I got an idea. Can you push that shield back or something? I don't know. I just learned I could do this half an hour ago. Calm down and try it out. Otherwise, you're done for. Damn it. Melia, you can do this. Perfect. Just what I needed. Implode, you stupid machine. Nice. Teamwork. That was close. Too close. If I didn't have that shield, you would have been torn apart by bullets. Yes. Awesome. Say, that transformation you've been doing, I saw it before, but is that because of the archetype? Yes, I have only recently awakened this power. I'm still getting used to it, but something in this room forced me to transform. I think this room is like a shooting range kind of place. Not necessarily a shooting range, but a place of practice in general. Yeah, it detected the archetype within you and automatically set up a sort of training course. The implications of that aren't nice to think about. Well, either way, that was kind of fun, wasn't it? No? Right. You were on the side of the bullets. Well, I got good news and bad news. Let's start with the bad, I guess. The door that locked us in is still closed, so I think we screwed something up with this training course or something. Proceed as necessary. Oh God. Now would you look at that? Well, we can't go backwards, so we just gotta go forward. If you're worried about Ren and Venom, I'm sure they'll be fine. I'm not worried about them. I know they can handle anything. I wouldn't say anything, but they can handle most things. It's... suit yourself. Let's go. Can I take this with me? No. Oh, those things. It's one thing after the other. New friends. Let's play. Oh, great. Alright, at least it's a double. Shouldn't be too bad. Why are you using sleep powder? Okay, well, at least it hit. Oh yes, take the hit for me, please. Oh man, alright. Easy. One day I wish we'd have a mission that didn't involve fighting. Fighting is all there is. You can believe that if you want. I don't agree personally. That being said, I think we make a great team, Nim. What? Oh, jeez. More? Huh. We make a great team. Don't make me laugh. Tell that to my broken back, Melia. I'll show you how it's really done. Oops, sorry. You were a little slow on that one, so I decided to give you a helping hand. I see. So that's how you want to do this. Fine, well played. I won't fall for that a second time. I'll show you who the better fighter is amongst the both of us. Spoilers, the answer is me. Oh, I don't know about that one. Happy said you lack technique. That might come back to bite you later. What the hell does that fat pigeon know about technique? This fat pigeon knows a lot more than you, apparently. Let's try and keep up, Nim. You don't need to worry about that. Called it a fat pigeon. That's hilarious, dude. Literally just straight up call it a fat pigeon. Alright, looks like we can't go through there. It is what it is. Is my team healed? It is. Perfect. Let me go ahead and put somebody else up front now. Oh. Oh, you have your own Ninetales, dude. That's sick. Oh my god, we didn't live that. I thought we would live that. That's unfortunate. Patient Sebastian. Gender other. Age 23. Height 173. Archetype status rejected. Life status deceased. Oh god. What does it mean to be rejected by the archetype? I think we can infer from what's just below that status. Oh no. They couldn't handle its power. Poor Sebastian. But that's what happens to the weak in this world. You get eaten up. Jeez. Oh, we got a door key. Alright, well, it's this door then. Oh, okay. God, these things, they're freaking hyper beams, dude. Can you just not hyper beam me, please? That'd be great. I'd really appreciate not getting hyper beamed. Is this something I can read? Oh, it is. Wait, what? Another case of the archetype rejecting a certain person. Does rejection mean certain death? Hard to say. I've only seen 2 cases of it actually doing so. Her name is Lunala. Wait, isn't that a legendary Pokemon? The goddess of the moon, Lunala? So? It's most certainly a coincidence. Perhaps. Or there was a key underneath this thing. Oh, there was a key underneath this thing. Nice. Alright. My name is Lunala. I am from Bridgeport's 3rd District. I undertook the archetype today for the very first time. It rejected me. I'm losing light fast. My body cannot handle its immense power. I am sorry to my mother. I cannot become a success. Tell Leo that I will miss him. This is the end for me. For life. Long live Garutha Incorporated. Interesting. My name is Azar. I took on the archetype's power while I was able to have the power inside of me. I did not have the aptitude to manifest its power. Upon doing so, my eyes were completely destroyed. If it weren't for Garutha's tech, I would not be able to write my final thoughts down. Despite the immediate medical attention I have received, it looks like the archetype itself is shutting my body down. Marcy, my dear Marcy, I could not save you. The archetype destroyed Azar's eyes? Who is subjecting these people to these horrible experiments? Garutha Incorporated. That's what this place is, right? Can't be a coincidence that these test facilities are sectioned off. This place has experienced a ton of death and malpractice. Of course Team Zen would be snooping around in a place like this. Stop moping around. Look, there's another key underneath the letter. Oh, there was another key. Okay. Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. How you doing? What? I can't believe it lived. It's crazy. Okay. My name, Jessica. I can barely speak. The Gatling trawl I could not manifest. So many bullets. Live, Garutha Incorporated. Mommy, I love you. Oh my god, this person got Gatling to death. Jesus. Oh god. The turret in the last room, that's kind of a given, you know? Of course people died there. I don't know if I can read these anymore. Sounds like these people suffered an immense amount of pain and anguish. I feel like the least you could do is hear out their final words. You're right. Jesus, dude. My name is Hannah. I undertook the archetype's power. It did not reject me. However, as a result of my inaptitude, I've been diagnosed Genesis syndrome. Genesis syndrome is when your body lacks the power to sustain the power of the archetype. Because of this, it acts as a parasite and drains the life out of its host. Oh my god. Even if the archetype is removed now, my body will most certainly not survive. This is goodbye. Jesus. Genesis syndrome. That sounds terrifying. The archetype is trying to find a way to power itself. As a result, it tries to take the power from its host, but it's never enough. So did he just die in bed or something? I don't even want to think about it. Oh look, another key. Who saw that one coming? Who saw that one coming indeed? Alright, well, I guess we got... Oh, there's 2 more rooms right here. My name is Gillian. I undertook the archetype's power today. Unfortunately, I was diagnosed with Genesis syndrome. I completely lost the ability to speak, and I think my vision is starting to fade as well. Is all life on Earth going to perish? Why can't we handle God's power? This is what us humans get for becoming arrogant. Garufa Incorporated will save us all. They must. As a result of his disease, he lost the ability to speak. Not to mention, he presumably lost his vision entirely at some point. That is, if he didn't die of the disease beforehand. A grim thought. That's awful. I wonder, what does this mean for you? Jesus. Why would you say that, Nim? Holy jeez. Okay. My name is Emma. I undertook the archetype's power today, and it failed miserably. I was unable to manifest its power and was mortally wounded during a test. I thought I actually had potential, but I guess not. The doctors say I don't have long left. It's cruel, isn't it? Life is just so cruel. But this is the path me and all the other volunteers chose. Humanity has nothing left but us. Is it all worth it in the end, though? What do we want to survive for? Anyway, I'm losing energy fast. Garufa Incorporated is our last hope. Please save us. Her name was Emma. Are you losing your mind over another casualty? When will you get used to... Wait a moment. Something's wrong here. What? It's what Emma wrote down here. But this is the path me and the other volunteers have chosen. These people weren't subjected to a life of experimentation. They were volunteers. There's no way. There's no way these people threw away their lives for nothing. It doesn't sound like it's for nothing, though. It sounds like, you know, they needed the archetype for something. You know? Like there was a threat to their lives. And so they needed somebody to be able to hold the power of the archetype to help them, I guess. Which is why they all volunteered. I think. But none of them could withstand the power of the archetype, and they all died in the end. I think, I don't know. They didn't throw it away their lives for no reason. Didn't you read what they said in all their letters? They expressed their belief in Garufa Inc. Every patient here said that Garufa Inc. would save them. Save them from what? I don't know. But whatever it is, it was worth sacrificing their lives for. What? No. NIM? It doesn't make sense. Why would anyone? I don't... Hey, it's okay. Here, I don't want your help. You keep saying that, but it's evident that that's not the case. I'm gonna help you regardless of what you say. Are you sure these will make you feel better? Yeah. I love gourmet treats. Those are for Pokemon, aren't they? Oh my god. Well, good. I'm happy you're feeling better. Stop acting like we're friends. We are friends. Fine, we can be friends, but stop being nice to me. No. You just don't know when to leave a girl alone, you know that? Yes. Whatever, I've had my breakdown. We can leave now. But why did you have a breakdown? Do you want to talk about it? I just don't want to talk about it. That's fine. I'm not going to pry. Talk to me when you're comfortable. Oh, skipped a lot. Something, but you have people who are willing to help. Can we just leave now? I don't want to be here anymore. Of course, I found a key in here as well, after all. Okay. Alright. Am I healed? Whoa, wait. This place looks crazy. Wait a minute. Don't tell me it's time for your breakdown now. I'm not good at playing counselor. No, I'm not gonna have a breakdown. It's just that this place, it looks exactly like some place I visited. Yeah, right? I don't know if I could call it visiting. It was when Amanda knocked me out and carried me to Ignis Ironworks. Yeah, a long time ago, another person was absorbed into my subconscious. And while she had no direct control, I learned that she has the power to somewhat influence my emotions. While I've been monitoring myself, I still find myself becoming more emotional in some situations. So it's like a second person living inside of your mind, right? And you're questioning if the person you are now is the real one. Yes, that's exactly it, NIM. Stop worrying. That's not possible. What's more likely is that you've created this person inside your mind because they left an incredible impression on you. Because of this, a cognitive version of this person began to exist within your subconscious. These emotions aren't coming from them, but from you as a result of trauma. It's a way for you to shift blame of unwanted emotions away from yourself. Overlapping doesn't have side effects where there are two beings in one mind. Don't get me wrong, though. She's real as long as you consider her to be. Is that what you wanted to hear? Nim, I never mentioned anything about overlapping to you. I mean, there's just... Speaking of which, you seem to know a lot more than you let off. And you've been especially skittish since we've grouped up together. What is up with you, Nim? What else are you hiding? I understood your situation because I thought I was the same. Someone living inside my head, that is. Huh? Ever since I was born, manifested, I've been having dreams about this other person. She would talk to me, and I would sometimes see her memories. I thought they were just dreams, but it turned out that they weren't. Who was the person that was inside your mind? Nymira? Oh, it is Nymira. She was the person I took my name from. Her name was Nymira. That does line up with what Alexandra said back in Sashila. That's how I know all about this stuff, by the way. Recently, her memories have been surging into my mind like a waterfall. I don't know why. However, it's because of that I can answer all these questions. But that would imply that Nymira's been down here before. It's less so an implication, more of an I'm outright telling you this. Nymira has been down here before, and she's scavenged through just about everything, I think. That's insane to think about, but it's still foggy to me. I had no knowledge of that room with the patients at all. Even still, it doesn't explain why this place is identical to the one in my mind. I don't have all the answers. Lay off. Sorry, I didn't mean to turn this into an interrogation. Still, you and Nymira must be connected in some way. Come on, there isn't much left of this place. Yeah. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh boy. Man, where do we end up now? This place never ends. Huh? Wait. I think I remember this room. It's faint, but the memory is there. That's right. I remember this room now. Melia, remember the patients we learned about in the room before? I don't think I could forget. This place. This is where they would fuse someone with the archetype. Oh, God. Here? Yes, that's what I said. Not only that, but they also ran diagnostics here. Anything that was wrong with the patient that held the archetype's power was found through the machine in there. Take a look. I see. So that pod there scans the individual inside it, and then the results appear on the screen. Look at you, using that brain of yours. You're absolutely correct. It's just that, for some reason, it's harder for me to manifest anything. Oh, is she gonna try to use it? Is she gonna try to use that machine? She might try using it, isn't she? Yeah. Nim, I want to use this machine on myself. Nice joke. Come on, we still need to look for that elevator key. It's not a joke. Do you know how to use this machine? I might. Good. I'll make my way to that room then. Melia, I don't know what's wrong with you, but this is insane. We just got shot at, and now you're gonna hop into this thing? Is it dangerous? Not that I remember, at least. Stupid as it may be, that's good enough for me. But what's with the hesitation? You scared? Or perhaps you have concern for my well-being? That would be new. Screw you, Melia. Fine. I'll operate the machine for you. Thanks, Nim. You're the best. Wait, she just baited me. God damn it. Oh, boy. Nim, can you hear me? Unfortunately. Yeah. I'm getting into it now. Just operate the pod. Just operate the pod, she says. I'm doing it. Nim, is there something wrong? If I do this, I can... Wait, what? Why was she was trying to drain the archetype from her? What the heck? Scanning this patient will now start. She thought about it, dude. She really thought about it, didn't she? She really thought about it. What the hell? You shot them all. How could you do this to us, Varia? I'm sorry, Director, but I cannot stand by and watch you tear this world to ruin. What is the meaning of this? I've recently discovered that your testing methods have been created for, well, more brutal reasons, to weaponize the archetype's power. After all we've been through, this is the path you chose. You are well aware that the other world powers have caught on to the archetype's existence, yes? It would be but days until they're at our doorstep, waiting to steal that power from us. And just who was the one who leaked confidential information like that to said world powers? What are you implying? I have proof that you've leaked info so that you could justify war. You and all the others here at Garufa Inc. have gone along with this project for that sole reason. The archetype was created to save humanity from a damned fate, and your greed for power has let our ambitions run amok. Adrist. Yes, ma'am? Was the archetype obtained? Yes, we've loaded it onto the aircraft. It should make its way to Ecclesia as we speak. I'm glad. Ma'am? Yes? Was it necessary to kill them? If there was any other way, we've lost that opportunity. Adrist, please, get me out of here. Go now, Adrist. We'll be making our way to the pyramid as well. As for you, Director, I'm afraid your services are no longer required. No. Varia, please, don't shoot. Melia? Ah, what's going on? What was that just now? Do you have any idea how long you've been trying to wake up? This was a simple scam. Or scan, not nap time at Granny's. Right, I'll get out of this now. So, have you seen the results? I think it's better if you see it for yourself. No, this can't be. Gender female, existential age 75. Damn. Actual age 18. Soul status error. Archetypes reading error. Diagnosis. Wait, what? Genesis syndrome detected. Patient is asymptomatic. Bodily failure detected in multiple areas. Seek treatment pod immediately. What the hell? Everything here is just... I can't process this. The archetype is rejecting my body. Genesis syndrome detected. I have Genesis syndrome? There has to be some sort of mistake here. My exhaustion, my nightmares, everything I have had. And even then, the machine says I'm asymptomatic. Damn. All the other patients we've come across died of Genesis syndrome. And that was with all of their advanced technology. That means, eventually, I too will. Always the optimist, huh? Stop talking that way right now. What am I gonna do? What's gonna happen to me? You've survived this long, haven't you? But how much time do I even have left? There's no way I can tell anyone about this. This is... Melia, look. You have to tell everyone else, no matter what. This is serious. Don't shut down on me. If I lose against Team Zen, I will die. If I win, the fate is the same. Look, what you said just now isn't true at all. I mean, even if your fate is the same, it does matter. What about your friends? If Team Zen wins, they're done for. So at least, if anything else, fight for your friends, Melia. Yeah. Nim, you're absolutely right. I want my friends and family to live happy lives. That's my biggest wish. Even if there's no future for me, this is what I want the most. And you have to tell everyone else. Promise me you'll tell them. I promise. Besides, my brother and sisters have the same power I do. It's possible they're suffering from Genesis syndrome as well. If that's the case, they need to know everything too. Nim, you always know what to say. Thank you. Yeah, don't mention it. Anyway, we've reached a dead end. Luckily, I found the panel that opened the door that shut us out. So we'll be able to make our way out back. Yeah, let's go back.